Hello. Okay, turning the mic on would help. Just gonna check, see that the audio is working. As always, I usually have one or two hiccups with the audio, mainly because I am not a professional and I don't have a producer. So, okay. All right. So, just so everybody knows, this one might be long, might not be, depending on reaction. If you guys are joining me, welcome. This is a kind of a heavy topic I wanted to talk about today. So, first off, house cleaning. As you could see, I'm not in my usual setup. I don't have my green screen up. Don't really care to be honest. I'm not a super big fan of it. Not gonna lie. It's cool for different applications, like if you are, uh, you know, gaming, stuff like that. But for these purposes, no. You can probably see the poll I put up. I'll leave that up for another minute or two. And you can answer it whether you're joining in later or I don't know if it'll work later. But I basically wanted to get your opinion on the gym. This topic came up as a post yesterday, and it seems to be quite, especially around this time of year, it seems to be quite a thing that people talk about, are pondering, and it, the impacts it has. So, first off, aside from me not being in my regular environment, first off, if you're tuning in, don't worry. I don't look at who's watching. So if you just pop in and out, or you're like, oh shit, he can see me on here looking, don't worry about it. Second, this topic also came up because as we ponder through life, and this time of year definitely gets you in the mood to do so, you may or may not have noticed, but I've put on some pounds. Yes, it's true. I have. Wider angle view. I put on some pounds in recent outings, as you can see, and I'm not really happy about it. So that's kind of why I've been avoiding going back on camera and avoiding going back into acting, avoiding visiting friends, which is very sad, interactions with people, because, with filters and angles and people nowadays, you can just hide all that, right? But in person, you can't hide shit. Pardon my language, but So anyway, that got me feeling really down. And speaking with a friend yesterday in a private chat, that said the body is a reflection of the mind. And that stuck with me. That honestly did. So if you want to participate in the chat, sorry, Craig, I know you wanted to be on this one. I will set one up with you later this year. You and I have Maddie. She wants to be on as well. Thank you so much, by the way. Let me get this out of the way too. Thank you so much for all the support. Honestly, I get the most reaction on Facebook Live for some reason. I don't know if it's demographic. I don't know if it's just community, whatever. So thank you, Facebook Live, for having me so many times, and people tuning in and commenting. I extra thank people who comment because it keeps the video going. If no one comments, it gives their. I know everybody's kind of afraid to give their opinion, but just so you know, this is a safe space. This is where this is honestly where I say, be free to say what you want. Just don't be a dick to people. Like, don't troll. Sorry, I blanked out there. Don't troll, be respectful. And we can talk about this like adults, right? So, for that matter, may not be kid-friendly. Moving on. So yeah, in the poll, you can see I have nope, hate it, sometimes, or always, and I love it. So I'm gonna put in now, and I'm gonna maybe hurt some feelings here. You may not believe this or not, but I don't go to the gym. Pretty obvious. I don't go to the gym. I don't work out. I have a lot going on in my life that could be considered very active, but lately I've been slacking. On the holidays hit, I've been eating shittier. I've been drinking. I've been, off my balance, as you could say. Normally, I do a lot of shuffling around. I do so many things with my son. I do so many things that keep me active. I don't even notice really if I'm able to balance things out usually a lot easier is what I'm saying. This time, nope. And it's depressing, right? So one begs the question every time this year, do we gym? Do we get a membership? How do we fix it? How do we fix this growing issue? Literally a growing issue. It's a heavy topic. I know a lot of people get uncomfortable talking about it, and to be honest, like I said at the beginning of the video, I haven't been making videos mainly because of that. It's not lack of time or effort. It's because I'm ashamed. And a lot of people would say, well, if you're ashamed, do something about it, right? Fix it. And as we all know, it's a lot easier said than done. Those of us who are motivated and driven and can't lose, shut up. Some of us can't lose, and we won't lose. Those who are driven will stay driven. Will always be driven. So I'll leave that poll up there for now. But anyway, this is Diagnosed Pod, episode 8. A heavy topic to lift. I think that's what I named it. Here, I'm going to clip that. Oh. This is the Diagnosed Podcast, episode 8, a heavy weight to lift. All right. So, how did this come about? I said, I'm off my balance. I need to do something about my weight. So obviously, diet is going to be, especially as you get older, number one. Diet is number one and the most biggest part, I believe, in my body and how it reacts. My weight throughout the years has gone, as you know, 2 years ago, I was too skinny, I'd say. I was weighing about 160 maybe. I mean, that's probably optimal for my height because I'm a short king, whatever you want to call it, short guy. So I thought I looked great. I was posting pictures. I could have used that to my advantage and, played in on a lot more. So, 2 years ago, I was looking great. But I basically starved myself to death. Like, I didn't want to eat at all. I'm talking for weeks. I'd have, just a bare minimal. I was starving. And obviously we know that's not a sustainable way to keep your diet. So basically I had to starve myself, and that did do something. I was also active quite a bit. So that helps as well. But So I had to starve myself and I had to be active to lose weight, just to lose weight. Now, one would argue, had I went to the gym instead of stayed active, or went to the gym as well, I would be toned. And maybe that's where part 3 came in. That part of the idea was, well, okay. And as I'm scrolling through, like we all do, we all scroll through, all our various apps, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all those things, which I'm all on, by the way. And I'm noticing a trend. The media is usually divided into a left or a right column. So the right would be considered like a red pill society, where they're fighting cancellation, fighting, most of the time can be referred to as misogynistic. I'm not saying that it is, but it can be. Now, there's also the side where it's more real. It's not real, not more real, but more empathetic, like SJW stuff, where it's social justice, playing to things that are changing in our society. And honestly, it doesn't really matter which way you look at it, to be honest. I think that, I think no matter how you slice it, there seems to be a trend of successful people that we see on all these podcasts, and business owners and company runners. They seem to always be at the gym at some point in their stories. They seem to be working out a lot and filming it. Now, there was always the meme or the joke, like you're not really working out unless you post about it, blah, blah, blah. Which is funny because, you always see the selfies, and you see the selfies, them doing what I like to call the horse pose with the leg, the leg up. I do not like that pose. Anyway, I don't know who made it cool. I think someone told me it was for symmetry reasons, but please, I hate it. But anyway, clip that. So anyway, a lot of successful people go to the gym. And I started making that connection. A lot of positive people go to the gym, made that connection. And mentally, a lot of people talk about the benefits about it. And you keep hearing about it. You keep hearing like, oh, just crush this, going to the gym. Just did, so-and-so reps of this. Feel great. A lot of these people that do this say they feel great after coming out of the gym, and they do it daily, and they get addicted. I've heard from, I won't give a shout out unless he comes on and wants me to, but I was talking to a friend who basically, again, and I think it was on Instagram in my messages, who said, it became a staple in their life to quit drinking. And he replaced his addiction from drinking to the gym. And honestly, I've known a couple of people that have done that and said that and worked. Honestly, I wish I could like use that as an addiction. But that's one of the benefits, to replace drinking or replace, for example, marijuana smokers. I couldn't run a marathon. I mean, I can't right now anyway, because I'm big, but I couldn't run a marathon if I was a pot smoker or a smoker, because I couldn't do it for my lung capacity. So there's another benefit to going to the gym is endurance. And of course, like I said, the mental aspect. I know a lot of people that say they feel great after they go to the gym. Their mind feels positive. They're driven. Again, all of them will testify to use the gym for their mental health, and there has to be a connection there. What other benefits are there? I'm giving the positives first. Community. If you have a partner to keep you on track, I hear that also helps. It keeps because a lot of people have issues with commitment to the gym. If money wasn't enough, like it's expensive to have a pass, right? Like it's expensive to go to the gym. But if that's not enough, you can have a gym partner who will basically keep you accountable. It's accountability, right? So accountability is another thing. So you were working with somebody, you're building a community, you have a friend keeping you accountable, and you may possibly meet more people, right? Sound might sound a little funky on this one. Let me just fix that. Oh, but I think I fixed it. Let me check the Logicam that it's just doing that. Check 1, 2. Sorry about this. So I still have 2 cameras working, as you can see, which is awesome. Audio out. Logi. Okay. Hopefully that worked. Sorry about that. Okay. So anyway, I haven't gotten new headphones, by the way. You can see I'm still using the wireless ones. But anyway, so yeah, those are some benefits. What are some more benefits? Gets you out of the house. Unless you have a home gym. That's fine too. It breaks a bad routine. It gets out frustration. I find that at least so I do one thing is I bike and play video games. Yes, it's really weird how people are like, I couldn't do that. I've heard that several times. It hurts your knees. It's hard to play and concentrate, but honestly, one good thing, and I will say it at home, is I bike. I have like a little pedal bike that's sit down, which isn't as good. I know that because I'm just basically working my legs. But I sit there and pedal and play like Call of Duty, for example. How many Call of Duty fans? Call of Duty fans out there? Add me, sure. And I've gotten really good at it lately. But I always felt like just a slob just sitting on the couch and playing video games and eating chips. Like once in a while, it's fine. Because I'm a chip guy, of course. That's a big high sodium based food, junk food. But anyway, I like to pedal and play. Some people think it's weird. They're like, why are you huffing so much? Like on the mic. I'm like, and I'm like busting heads. but it's honestly because I'm on the pedal bike and that's what I'm doing while I'm playing video games. So that's one good thing I'll give myself credit for. And before I know it, I've like burned like 150, 300 calories just playing video games. If I go for a video game session, I almost make it like a standard to pedal at the same time, because then at least I'm not just sitting there stationary for too long. Other things I do, I have bad OCD, like terrible OCDP, to the point where I'm constantly rearranging things in my room, in the living room, and I'm constantly arranging things and throwing things out, downsizing. It's such a I have to do it. It's so weird. But because I'm doing that, lifting and doing all that stuff, I'm active, I'm going back and forth. I'm never still. When you really think about it, I never sit still. So it's amazing to me that, I mean, I guess I'm not too big or anything, but if I didn't do that OCD kind of thing, then I would be, I'm guessing, massive by now. Downsides is I like to cook. I'm with a lot of grease and oils and everything. I love to cook. It's one of my favorite things to do in the world. I find it so relaxing. I find it so creative. Making food look good is awesome. Tasting good is even better. And I love when other people enjoy my cooking. Honestly, I feel it is an art form, or it can be, when not rushed. When you're rushed in like a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant, for example, it sucks because you're under the pressure of a boss. It's your job. It's your income. Blech. I don't like it. So when I truly have enough time to cook or meal prep, I love it. It's a mentally relieving thing for me. But the downside, eating it, right? I'm eating it and right? That's obviously a bad thing. So anyway, moving on, more positives to the gym. It's getting you out of your daily grind, right? Like you're going to grind and you're not in the same spot. I think that does mentally have a positive impact on you as well to do that. So what do we have? Gets you out of the house, breaks your routine if you're OCD or whatever. Community. You have friendship. You can meet people there. I don't think it's a good place to pick up. I heard from every single gym bro and gym girl that if you talk to people in the gym, you're going to get slapped or something like that. Because most of the time people are in their groove. And they don't want to be bothered. They're trying to work on their muscles. They're trying to work on their body. Oh, that's another positive. 3, looking great. So you look great. Your muscles are strong, so you can lift more. You can go further. Your breathing is enhanced. That's another one. Your breathing, your sense of euphoric state. I believe meditation would be a good practice as well to throw in there. I haven't done it in a very long time, but I hear it's good. So we have all those. Mentally, obviously, it frees up stress. You feel great, like not just physically, but emotionally, mentally. It regulates your blood flow. There's so many benefits. I mean, I could go on and on and on just from what I see. And the funny part is that I've even been to the gym quite a bit. And I've tried it quite a few times in my life. I'm sure most people that are watching this have tried the gym a couple of times in their life as well. And for whatever reason, they're either still going to a different place or different gym. Some of people, it's a necessity. Like some people are like, they need to go to the gym. So no matter where they are, they, go to the gym, they move somewhere, and they go to where the gym is. They go close to a gym. That's even a factor, like a factor in their lifestyle and their schedule, that it has to be a thing. So, I mean, that's the thing. But again, I've been there. And like me, I'm sure a couple of you watching this actually have tried to go to the gym, and just for whatever reason, maybe your own reasons, you aren't there. So that led me. So I've explained the positives. I've explained why I feel the way I do, and I don't stream as much. So this led me to make a post. I'll read you the post. I won't put it up. I'll just read it really quick. I posted this yesterday. It's a time of reflection, a time where most people who don't already go debate and hum about it. That's right. ... the gym. There's a common thread amongst the most driven and successful people, and that's the gym. Do you go? What does it do for you? Do you think it's a necessity to keep your life in balance? Or do you absolutely hate it? And why? Pod coming soon. So that's what I said. I got some DMs. I got some comments, but I also got some DMs from people, which I do read them, and I do enjoy every one of them. But since you commented, I hope, unless you don't want me to read it, you would have deleted it by now, hopefully. Craig Carswell commented, said, I want to be on that pod. Gym is a life changer! ! Improve my mental health by at least 50%. Now, that's a lot. It improves 50%. That's like half your problems. Poof. Just from the gym. Craig, to see, it changed his life. So, damn. Good on you, Craig. And that's one person. I don't know your history, buddy, but I've noticed, was it 1.5, 2 years ago? That's when you started posting pictures, etc., of yourself at the gym. So good for you. If it's making that kind of impact on you, dude, go nuts. Go off. Like it's working. Don't stop. Okay. I replied, I keep seeing that. This might be help more a change my mind scenario. Brian, dude, you are living proof of how you can change your life with the gym. Honestly, besides being an insanely talented frontman and singer, from one singer to another, you're a great musical writer. You've always been a cool dude. You give me Chino Marino vibes. I don't know if anybody's told you that, but you give me a lot of vibes of Chino Marino from Deftones. You've always been just like a cool guy. Like your presence is very cool. But I've noticed last year or two, I'm not sure what happened exactly to make you make the change. We can get into that in my DMs, whatever, but there's usually a push. And you said that in your comment anyway. It says, I've always gone to the gym, but it became a staple in my life when I quit drinking. Common thread. I found that my drive at the gym also transferred over to my personal life and realized that everything I do must have a purpose. Kind of sounds like me, to be honest. Like my OCD. Everything I do, move around, it's usually for a reason. So there's that. And I said he's the living embodiment of proof of it. I can definitely see it helping for number one replacement. And Brian replied back. He said, swapping one addiction for another. When I quit drinking, I said I will never, ever feel like shit again. Going to the gym and eating right helps. Like, dude, you're on point with that. I can't argue that. You're absolutely right. And I mean, there's just another benefit to it, right? Now, Brett, this brings me to your comment, and I'm on the side of you, to be honest. Brett, you said, I absolutely loathe the gym. I would rather get my exercise outside, hiking, or on a bike. With that being said, I'm going to give the gym another shot in the new year. Now, I believe Brett's a little bit older than me. And I have to agree with you. Honestly, if you are so active in life itself, like by hiking or by riding bikes or mountain biking, or doing multiple sports, I've also seen that. Besides gym goers, they're always doing like snowboarding or like active. They're doing sports of some kind, competitive sports. And honestly, I think go off, and that's obviously contributing to your overall physical and mental health. I think that's a fun way of going about it. But yeah, that's kind of maybe the debate I'm having with the gym as well. Brian commented on that as well. He said, Brett, make it fun. See, Brett Nussbaum is also like one of the most talented bass players, finger players, by the way, in the entire world that I've worked with, and also an extremely smart businessman. We were in Inside It Failed together. You could say he owns that band. Mainly, I think he made us all owners, but he started it, and we went far, mainly because of Brett. He listened to my absurd ideas because I had a million ideas to contribute to the band, and a lot of the time he'd be like, if you know Brett, he's got the really low voice. He goes, "Doc, temper down a little bit. You can't do it like that. Try doing it this way. I don't know if that'll work." Or he'll give me the yeah. He'll kind of smile, and that's when I know that Brett thinks my idea is totally ridiculous. But 90% of the time they might have seemed ridiculous. That other 10% got out, like the Doc box. Another part of the 10% would be certain stage props or ideas or themed shows, etc. Anyway, I'm not talking about that. But Brett's an insanely talented musician. If you're in the Kamloops area, hit him up. You will not regret being in a bass project with him, or a project with him. He plays bass. Go hit him up, Brett Nussbaum. I'm Brett Nussbaum. So yeah, Brian commented on Brett. Make it fun. If it's not fun, you'll hate it. True. One of my exercise days is battle rope. That looks cool, by the way. I pick songs and do the rope to the BPM of the song. Dude, you're so right. I want to go like, just like to a beat or something. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I could picture that, like some dance music or something. Maybe not, but and he says, "I try my best to get through the whole song without stopping." Fucking smart, Brian. Fucking smart. See, Brian, right? It's smart. I'm giving you a shout out, man, because like, again, you've always been a cool dude, and you've always you're a little bit of an inspo right now for this as well, to be honest. Go check out Brian's music as well. He's in a new project. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. I could see her in the chat though. Look him up. He's got some cool tunes coming. Chris Reese said, "I'm all about the gym. However, usually during hunting season takes place on the sidelines." Yes, and Chris, you've always been Trapped in Echoes. Go check out Trapped in Echoes, Brian Reed's project. Yeah, Chris, you've always been ripped, dude, and I know you're always very pro gym. I can't say like, and mentally you're always like driven. You're always pushing for it. So, Daniel says my gym is actually the pool. Okay, pool swimmers. That's sick too, because my grandma, no, on my dad's side, sorry, she was a swimmer, and they're so in shape because you're using your entire body. And you know what, swimming, that's a good point, Daniel. That's a good point. I love swimming. If you love swimming, it helps your breathing, it helps your full body workout, everything, and it's fun at the same time. Like Brian said earlier, make it fun. So I'm all about that. That's good. But he says, my regular workout routine is 1 kilometer swim. Jeez. But I haven't gone for several weeks. Took a break when I caught the bug. New Year, I'll get back in there. Daniel, good job. Get in there. That's a really good thing to consider. It's not the gym necessarily, but it is a fun way to stay working out. Yeah, I think, I might look into that actually. Brian, you said, if I could stop drinking, I'd gym. Loneliness is leading to drinking, which in return is leading me to suck and not do the things I should be doing, like gym. And Chris, I hear you. And that's honestly, drinking is usually a substitute for something you're not happy with in your life that you can't deal with or you don't know how to deal with. I think you and I are very similar in that sense. That's definitely my issue when it comes to drinking. It's sad, but a lot of people drink to have fun. A lot of people drink because they don't want to think about something, something that's really bothering them in their life, and that's a supplement to not feel anything at all. Or they'd rather just numb things out instead of overthink a problem that's occurring. If loneliness is your issue, dude, we're all going through that kind of thing. Maybe this is why I'm doing a pod instead of hanging out with friends. I should take my own advice. I really should. Like, I wish I could hang out with you more. I wish I could hang out with, yeah. Thanks, man. See, find a gym, Brian. I agree. Thanks for commenting, by the way, and watching, dude. I know are you still in Vancouver? So expensive. Oh, if lonely, find a gym. No, a gym buddy. Sorry. No, you're right. You're right. Tag up with somebody to keep you accountable. And you guys can go together, right? Is that Mission or Mustion? I think it's Mission. It's expensive down there, man. I love BC, but man, I lived there for 7 years, but couldn't hack the money anymore. So yeah, you know what? Prime, I'm dealing with that shit too. Yeah, Mission. That's right. Dude, come to Calgary. I mean, I guess everybody is coming to Calgary now, and that's kind of driving everything up. What's happening right now? You see, Toronto is like impossible to live in unless you make at least 100,000 a year. Same with BC. So they're all converging to the prairies. Yeah, I know at least 2 or 3 people in 2023 that came out from Vancouver, man. That are living in Calgary now, which is funny because landscape. Well, our buddy Chris Poole, he moved out from Vancouver into South Calgary. I believe Mike from Save None, if you remember, Poop. He moved down as well. Same with guy from Macula. Same with Brett moved from Vancouver to Kamloops, Nussbaum. So like they're all kind of migrating this way anyway. Just get ahead of it. Anyway, so Chris Pine, your comment, totally agree with you. Let's chat, let's chat. Let's hook up. Not in the sense that, you're thinking about, but let's hook up. Kidding. Bree actually was a really talented makeup artist. I'm not sure if she's still doing it. She was from Vancouver. She worked on our Inside It Failed cover set. I know she worked on movie sets as well. Other things, but she's insane at makeup and costume design, etc. She helped us out a ton, so thank you, Bree. I saw you had a little one recently too. That's cool. So Bree says maintaining our land is nonstop workouts. Okay, so you have land that you need to take care of, which is gonna be a lot to take care of. So I've continued to skip the gym and carry heavy rocks from one place to another. Shovel dirt, pull lots, and chase dogs. Nature is our gym if you take advantage of it. Great point. Oh, okay. She's not. Okay. She works on a farm with her family. Okay. Well, farmers work extremely hard as well. And that could be one thing you can do. Honestly, if you work on a farm and you have that advantage, do it. So I can't really comment too much. Like I grew up in a city, always been a city boy. So, I mean, that obviously wouldn't work out for me right now. But if I did have a farm, I'd say go for it for sure. So city, it's gym is more of a viable option, I could say. So anyway, those are the comments. Really, oh, thanks, Garth. Garth Allen shared the pod. Garth is in a new project, GWR, I believe. He's been promoting his stuff like crazy. Oh, and he's also in thick of it. GWR, that's his project. The video I really liked, and he's got some crazy killer harmonies. So go check out that. Garth Allen and GWR in the thick of it from Vancouver. Go check him out. He's some good like 2000s metal rock. Used to be in Jar and Flybanger as well. I listened to Flybanger growing up and Jar like crazy. So it's really cool, and I'm blessed to know you, buddy. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break. When I come back, I'm going to give you some reasons, like a closing. Some of the reasons why I dislike the gym. And maybe there's some people that can counter that for me. Because I've heard it from other reasons why other people don't go to the gym either. So anyway, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'm taking over from here. You don't have to worry. But all of you are guilty of sitting around, doing nothing, watching everybody get their likes, get their perks. Everyone's a rock star, but you don't see what goes on outside the real world. You've forgotten how to feel. You've become slaves to the network. I am here to break it. I am Carbon. See you real soon. I'm taking over from here. You don't have to worry. But all of you are guilty of sitting around, doing nothing, watching everybody get their likes, get their perks. Everyone's a rock star, but you don't see what goes on outside the real world. You've forgotten how to feel. You've become slaves to the network. I am here to break it. I am Carbon. See you real soon.
And we're back. So, all right. What's up? How you doing this evening? Still got the poll up. I was going to pull it down, but whatever. It's there. Do you go to the gym? Brian, thanks for commenting. Any reactions? Shout out to ya. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't give a shit. If it's thumbs down, don't even say shit. Okay? I don't like you either. Anyway, so as you can see, I've gained weight over the holidays. I'm sure many people have. It's not my it's a heavy topic to go by. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but I can't hide behind camera angles. Well, I can, but I'm too real for that. Like our filters. And you know what? I believe 90% of the people, 99% of the people that see me in real life don't give a shit about if I look fatter or if I look skinnier, or they don't really care. They're there to hang out with me because obviously they care about me, and they, I don't know, think I'm funny as fuck or something, because I am kind of funny. I believe that takes, I like to rely on that. That takes precedence over my looks. My personality does. Some people may friggin' hate me. I mean, that's fine. I can't make everybody happy, right? We all can't. And more now than ever, you see the trends of online. I don't give a shit what you think about me. I'm gonna do me and blah, 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 blah. Which is fine. But, I mean, maybe caring is something that is good for society. Maybe something for a different topic. Anyway, this topic is about the gym. So, I've discussed all the benefits of going to the gym. Not many disadvantages, to be honest. You can't even really knock the gym and the results you get from it. Maybe that's one. Maybe some people go to the gym and they don't continue going because they don't see the results they're looking for. Obviously, like anything, it's perseverance. You have to continue to go, and you have to continue to push, and you have to continue to grind. You need to do that because gym results aren't like a vending machine. You don't put your money in and you get what you picked out instantly. It takes time. You have to progress naturally. You have to fix your diet. You have to change your lifestyle. So in that sense, maybe that's one reason people don't go, is because they've tried it. Doesn't work out for them right away. They give up right away and they go, just go back to, it's easier to go back to their life, right? Another thing that, okay. The feeling. For me, let's talk about the feeling. I don't like the feeling of the gym because I always feel like people are looking at me and maybe judging my form, especially like pro gym, people that go to the gym all the time, because there is a lot of knowledge to be had at the gym. It's not just, muscle dummies or whatever you want to say. There's actually formulas on how, sorry, I keep playing with my hair. There's formulas on how to shape your body correctly and how to work out correctly versus incorrectly. And I always believe that people are watching me and maybe perhaps laughing on the inside at maybe, like, I'm not like doing neck neck workouts or whatever. But I am not as experienced. So one could say, well, then just start off on cardio. Start off doing something easy, like the treadmill or yoga, or even yoga. I've been offered to go to a couple of yoga classes, which I hear so many benefits to. And quite frankly, I'm afraid of going to yoga because I'm going to look stupid. So feeling like you're looking stupid is one. Other people judging is two. Three, I feel a little bit like a rat, like a hamster on a hamster wheel. I feel like I'm like a test subject in a laboratory. It's really weird. If you've been there and you know what I'm talking about, maybe that goes away through time, a routine. It's like maybe a similar effect to, going into a bar, and like the feeling I'm talking about is going into a bar and it's like local, and you have all the locals kind of turn around and go, or wait, no, here's the bar. And they're going. They're all at the bar and they're going. You know what I mean? that look, right? So, maybe it's that feeling when you walk into a gym, especially for the first time or first time in a while. Third, the price. The pricing is, I understand. And it's so typical of anybody to bitch about the current state of the economy, but which is everywhere, groceries, everything. But if you're not spending your money on booze or drugs or food, etc., you could spend it at the gym instead and look awesome and feel healthy, apparently. So, great. There's that. Sorry, I blanked for a second. I have been gone to the gym and given up because of results not being in a timely manner. My brain is like, I can't snap with this finger. My brain is always like going back and forth, back and forth, blah, 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 blah. So if I don't see something changing right away, instant change, I get discouraged, which is obviously wrong to say. That's another one. 4 is, accountability, and dedication. It's a commitment, and it's a commitment. I think, making that a part of your daily schedule is difficult if your life is not scheduled, or is scheduled, to a certain extent. You have to make room for it. So you got to shift things around a lot to make it work. So the money, schedule, dedication, the feeling, I guess that feeling I get being in the gym makes me feel so awkward. Like, I don't know if you know what I mean, but I don't feel comfortable. I was talking to somebody earlier today. They've never felt comfortable in the gym. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe it's because, like, no one will ever shame me or, at the gym, no one will ever shame anybody for going there. Like, if I try to think like, oh, maybe I don't look good and people are laughing on the inside, but, I find everybody's usually really positive about newcomers and about people trying. Like, I'll never see someone bigger running and be like, oh, look at that person, they're big, haha. I'm going, no, they're actually doing something about it. They're trying. And no one can be blamed for trying, right? So there's that, but there's always that self-insecurity of how you look to others in the gym, especially, like I said, people who are pro and go there a lot. But if you're going to the gym a lot, I assume that you are used to it and you've seen people come and go. And you are also very pro the gym. So anyway, I think I found a pretty good. What do you guys think of the lighting in the setup? I mean, it's very basic. It's just a computer desk and whatever. Something I've wanted to do for a while. I'm always constantly changing things around. What I named like 2 or 3 negatives. There's not much negative to it. I mean, maybe it's just a realization. Maybe the post was a little bit of change my mind scenario. Because just debating it and talking about it tonight really makes me think that it would be a great idea to do it, or try it once more at least, and know these things going in. It's here's another issue. Everybody's body is different. So when it comes to being a front man for a band, all the people I looked up to that were in bands were skinny rock stars, right? They were tall and skinny. Like John Davis was tall and skinny. He was one person I looked up to. And then when I saw like bigger, lead vocalists, I didn't like it. I thought, look at who's this guy? Like, he looks tough, so obviously he's gonna sound tough, right? Like, but Jonathan Davis is like a skinny, scraggly. So it had more of an impact to me when he went off and screamed, because he was like this tiny thing, like skinny guy going off. Like, there's some anger that hasn't caught up to his body yet. And there's something about that I found powerful. So when I see really thick front people, that image just doesn't align with what I would like to be. So I've always wanted to be skinny, like not even toned, not fat, not shouldn't say fat, larger, not I just wanted to be skinny, like skinny. And every time I got really skinny, people say, "Oh, you don't look good. You look unhealthy." So that's obviously something distorted in my head. Even dad bods, like I have a dad bod, I'd say. And people tell me, "Oh, well, dad bods are cool now, and girls find dad bods sexy." I really don't know if it's a myth or not, because I mean, I've had past girlfriends and partners that have said, you look better when you're bigger or chubby. Funny, but I don't think I look good. So it's about looking good and feeling good ultimately. But anyway, circling back to another reason why I don't go or work out regularly is because I get wide. My face is very round naturally, as you could see. So when especially when I'm, getting bigger, I get wider. I go, I explode round wise. So if I do even a slight bit of working out or lifting, like moving, next day people are like, "Oh, you hitting the gym hard." I'm like, I haven't been to the fucking gym. I just like literally lifted a bunch like for a day and a half, and I'm puffy. Like, I got puffed. Like, my chest sticks out more. My, butt sticks out more. Oh yeah, that's cool. I have a booty. Yeah, I get it. Anyway. But anyway, I don't work out for that reason. Then I get that image in my head that, I'm that front person, like singing, and I'm like all beefy and whatever. I don't like that image. You know what I mean? So whatever. And I see all these, I don't know. Anyway, those are the reasons why. Maybe I'm looking for some help to change my mind a little. And maybe someone's gonna be able to drill, because I am open-minded. I'm not right-wing, left-wing. I'm not like very closed off. I am an open-minded person. I'm driven, like many of you. But I would like to know, what are the reasons why you don't like it and why you do like it? I've seen and people who go are pretty diehard. I'm looking at the poll. Looks like 50% of you said always I love it, and 50% said nope, I hate it. So that's the poll that I put up. Gonna take it down. So looks like it is quite a dividing topic. So I'm going to post this on YouTube. So go to my YouTube channel. And let me know. Comment on here. Comment wherever you're watching this from. We're also live on Kick. In closing, let me know what you think about the gym. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Why? Yeah. Yeah, I hope this has been helpful to you if you're even debating it this year, because New Year's is coming. The resolutions are coming. Oh, there's the stats. But yeah, New Year's coming. Some people like to make changes this time of year. Some people are like, whatever, it's just the same, literally a rollover into the new year. Doesn't change anything about it. But let me know what you think. And yeah, I really appreciate you joining in. Let me know. DM me, whatever you want to do. Until then, take 2 of these. Call me in the morning.